Hello my friends, welcome back to my channel for my monthly goals video. Today we are going to talk about the goals that I have lined up for the month of September. Can you even believe that it's September? Oh my gosh, I can't. Although I will admit to you that for whatever reason in my head, September had me thinking it was a new quarter, when actually I still have a whole nother month of the quarter of the year, the third quarter, and fourth quarter doesn't actually start until October. So I somehow magically got a month back in my quarter, but nevertheless, I don't know what my brain was thinking. I have no idea, but that's good news. However, it's still September. Fall. Guys, can you even handle it? I know I can't. Anyway, let's dive into my Cultivate What Matters Power Sheets. As many of you know by now that this is the goal setting tool that I love to use. Good news for those of you that do not have Power Sheets, October is the launch of the new Power Sheets. It's coming. It's coming, and I will have all the 411 for you when it does. But for now, you get to see how I use mine to plan my goals. The first thing I thought I would do is kind of do a quick run through of August and let you know how that went. Some of it went good, some of it went really not good. I'll just tell you this right now. As you guys know, the Power Sheets are divided up into monthly action items, weekly action items, and daily action items. I did pretty well with the monthly action items, but the weekly and dailies are less than ideal, let's just say. So let's start with the weekly action items actually and get that out of the way. Do one chapter of my nutrition certification every week. Well, I did not do that. I missed 1 week. I did 2 this week to make up for it. So it all actually averaged out to being done, but technically I missed a week in there. Strength training 3 times a week, I did do. Published 3 videos, as you guys both know by now, I did not do. Nor did I do the blog post, which, you know, should shock nobody by this point. Go for a walk 2 times a week, I only did once. I've only gone on a couple of walks total this month because by the time I've been available, it's been really hot outside. So I just have to figure out how to rework my day to make that a priority. We'll see. Read for 5 hours. I read for on average about 4 hours a week instead of 5, which is still great. I'm gonna take the win. I finished 3.5 books this month, which is awesome. Use high and low days for calorie cycling. I actually kind of went into maintenance mode. I kind of have been in maintenance mode, but more on that in just a second, actually. So no. Date night, yes, we did do that. My daily action items of morning pages, an ab challenge, a 6 a.m. alarm, a no spend, and a use what I have were pretty much just a wash. I have been consciously trying to use what I have, but I have not been tracking the days that I remember to like use some essential oils and extra skincare and burn a candle and drink some tea and all that. I just haven't been tracking it. And the no spend I haven't been tracking either. I actually haven't bought all that much this month, so actually I did okay there. But still, I just haven't been keeping track. And the other 3 items, forget about it. Forget about it. So let's go back and look at the monthly action items from this month. Use the Clean Mama Planner. I did do mostly. Not as thoroughly as I would like to, but mostly. Complete Unit 1 of my nutrition certification, done and done. I did that the other day, and I'm so proud and ready to move on to Part 2. Unit 2 is actually where we dive into all of the nutrition stuff, and I'm very excited. For those of you that are wondering, the first part was actually about the coaching side of becoming a nutrition coach. So it's not that like, what did they teach you in the first unit? They taught valuable things in the first unit, but now we get to dive into the coaching, or the nutrition. Wash my makeup brushes. I did that too. Fix the printer, I did literally yesterday. It took me all month to do it, but I did it. Never miss twice. Read Harry Potter 4. I am in the middle of it. I have 300 some odd pages left, which sounds like a lot, but given the fact that the book is 700 some odd pages long, I've made a really, really good dent in it, and that is the only book I have left to focus on this month. I read, which is actually the final goal, I read the 5-Second Rule, and I reread both Body Love and Body Love Every Day by Kelly LeVeque to prep myself for the month of September and the Fab 4 and this like major cut, buckle down challenge thing I'm doing in September, which I'll get to in just a second. So I've read 3 other books this month and half of a Harry Potter book, which by the time you get to book 4 is really saying something. So my goal today is actually the 28th. My goal is to finish it this weekend. We'll see what happens, but my goal is to finish it before August is actually over. We'll see. So those are my goals for the month of August. But But I'm not actually mad about it because September is here and I have some big plans for September, some very big plans for September. Most of the goals that I wrote down actually only revolve around two big picture goals, which are Diva and the Divine and my health and fitness, because I have a big challenge coming. I'm challenging myself with all of this. If you want more information, the in-depth conversation about this challenge, I will link the live stream that I talked about the whole thing on, which is this past Tuesday's live stream. I will link that down below for you and you can speed through it on 1.5 speed or whatever. But that has all of the 411 on what's going down. But basically, I've been hanging out kind of in maintenance mode. I've been gaining some, I've been gaining some muscle. I'm doing good fitness things and making smart nutritional choices, but my calories have been a little bit high and the weight hasn't been going down and my midsection has not been changing. A lot of my body has been changing, but I'm like, come on, 2020. I know in my heart of hearts that if I just buckle down for a little while, I can get all of this done and be in maintenance mode for good. Like, who doesn't want that? I just have to buckle down and get it done. So instead of screwing around and doing other things, I'm going to get weight focused again, just for the month of September. We'll see where we are when September ends. And that involves some big challenges for myself, including being part of a diet bet. I'm starting Beachbody 10 rounds on the 31st. I'm doing a lot of things. I'm gonna eat Fab 4 and I'm vlogging all of it. You guys are going to be seeing at least one, maybe 2 videos a week telling you all about my diet, all about every morsel that I'm eating, calorie counts, macro breakdowns, exercises, thoughts, feelings, emotions, all of it is going to be on this channel. So if you are new here and that sounds interesting to you, go ahead and click that red button wherever it is. Click the red button that looks like that and you will be able to be up to date with what's happening in the month of September with my challenge, because the goal, the ultimate goal here, is to win this diet bet. And for those of you who don't know, a diet bet is where you actually bet money that you can lose a certain percentage of your weight in 4 weeks. For this bet, it is 4% of your body weight in 4 weeks. So I have a whole lot of stuff getting ready to do that. I'm gonna go gung-ho. It's going to be very exciting. I'm very motivated and inspired and feeling really, really good about getting this started, but I gotta do it. So weirdly, I was having a really hard time coming up with goals to actually write down, because I know in my head that I already have a lot that I'm doing and I didn't know if it was right to articulate them as goals on my sheet or if I was wasting it, or I don't know what my problem was, but I was having a major mental block when it came to writing down goals in my power sheets for this month. But I came up with some stuff. I do still have a couple of blank things and I'm gonna leave them blank and see if anything comes to me in terms of something to fill it in with. So like I said, we have monthly, weekly, and daily action items. This is for September. Let's jump right in. First, I wrote down for my encouraging words some take on a quote that I heard once. I don't know whose it is or whatever, but I wrote down, you can do anything for 30 days, one day at a time. Like, you can do anything for one day. You can track for one day. You can work out for one day. You can do all of it for one day. Just do each day and you can do it for 30 days and then it's done and you've done it. So that's just kind of my reminder to myself to be like, you can do it for 30 days. It's okay, one day at a time. And then my top priority is the diet bet. That is like number one. If I accomplish nothing else this month, that has to be the thing that gets accomplished, but I have a lot to accomplish. So first thing, my first monthly action item is to win the diet bet. Obviously, I don't know how much weight I have to lose yet. I haven't weighed in. That actually happens tomorrow as of the filming of this video. So I will have all of that information available once my videos start coming out. Win the diet bet. Thing number 2 is put out my day in the life of CMT video. For those of you that are new here and don't know me, I also have a nerve disease called Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease, also known as CMT for short. And September is actually CMT Awareness Month. So because it is CMT Awareness Month, I am going to be actively using my platform on social media and YouTube to make people aware of CMT. So I have 4 CMT specific videos that I have planned to come out this month. They're going to take a lot more work than normal, especially the day in the life one that I just mentioned. So they are very much goals of mine to actually film and edit and achieve publishing these videos. And I'm very, very excited about it. My next goal is to establish a nighttime routine. And while I kind of already have like a general idea, I have noticed that as of late, I've been doing things a lot more specifically and a lot more early to get myself ready for bed. So when I start to feel tired, I don't have to then go through my routine and then get ready for bed. Do you know what I'm saying? Like if I start to doze off on the couch at 10 or 10:30, I have to get up and I should get into bed and go to sleep, because when you have that fatigue, when that tired sets in, you want to take advantage of that and just go to sleep. While me, in all of my genius, usually doesn't like to get ready for bed until it's time to go to bed. What does get ready for bed mean? Take off your makeup, wash your face, do all the things, take your nighttime medications, and then like my magnesium lotion, load the essential oil diffuser, all of these things that ends up making me so active that I get my second wind and the tiredness that I was feeling goes away and I still have to fight to get to bed. Can anybody else relate to that at all? So my desire is to start establishing a nighttime routine that is much more structured and regimented, but also happens several hours before I go to bed. Like I want to set my sleep time up for success, because one of my biggest shortcomings as of late, I don't know if it's my fault, I don't know how much of it's my husband's fault, I don't know what it is, but sleep has been my biggest problem lately because of my disease. Chronic fatigue is a problem. Therefore, crummy quality sleep plus a disease with chronic fatigue is a recipe for disaster and for not getting nearly as much done as I originally wanted to. So my goal is to solve the sleep problem. I can't always solve the chronic fatigue problem. That is something that is my lot in life to bear, and that's fine. But if I get quality sleep, there should be less fatigue. So what that means for me is like at 8:30, set an alarm and be like, all right, stop what you're doing at 8:30 p.m., go remove your makeup, wash your face, brush your teeth, because in theory I should be done eating by then, and get your pajamas on, get your diffuser set up, take some of your meds, all of those things, because I take some nighttime supplements, I take something with melatonin in it, and I take my probiotics all at night. So if I can space those out, like 8:30 might be too early for the melatonin supplement, but if I take everything else and then at 9:30 take the melatonin, it's all in my head as the details, but I want to like not even write it out, but I want to plan it out and I want to just execute it, and I want to execute it regularly. Maybe this should have been a daily thing instead of a monthly action item, but you know, it is what it is. So basically I want to establish a nighttime routine that makes it very easy for me to go to bed when it's actually bedtime. I can't believe I have this as a goal, but because I was having a problem coming up with stuff, this seemed appropriate. Put up my fall decorations because it's September. I still can't get over that. I can't get over that, but fall is my favorite season. So the idea of like my glittery pumpkin being back here instead of my flowers, very exciting to me. I love my fall decor. So fall, put up my fall decor. Do all of the scheduled 10 round workouts in the month. Now 10 rounds is the new Beachbody program that is launching on, it's actually launching today, the 28th at 5 p.m. Unfortunately, I have already worked out today, so I don't get to play with it today. But my goal is to start it on Monday and then follow their Monday through Friday schedule. And all I gotta do is the assigned 10 rounds workout all month long. It is a 6-week program and there's only 4 weeks in September, but that's okay. And then I wrote down Read Better Than Before, which is the Diva and the Divine book club book of the month. So those are my monthly action items. Going on to the weekly action items, these are things that I have to do each and every week. Starting with the weekly vlogs. As I mentioned earlier, I'm going to be vlogging every single day throughout the month of September, just to give you guys an overview of this intense cut, for lack of a better term, cut period of calorie deficit and weight loss that I'm going through for the month of September in order to win the diet bet. So I have to upload at minimum 1 vlog a week that contains the whole week. My guess is I'm going to be uploading 2 videos a week to keep them a little bit shorter, but even so, the weekly goal is the vlog. Following that, like I said, I have 4 CMT videos that I want to put up, so each week a CMT video goes up as well. Publish my meal plan. This month for this challenge, I'm very excited because I'm offering something extra special to the paid members of my channel. And if you look below, you can actually probably see, if you are on a computer, the join button next to the subscribe button. That's for people that have joined my channel with monetary support. And what I'm going to be doing for them is publishing my exact meal plan in advance, breakfast, lunch, and dinners for the week coming coming up. So my meal plan for the first week of September is already published in that private Facebook group that is exclusive for the paid members of my channel. This is twofold. I wanted to give something a little bit extra to the paid members of my channel, but I also want to establish a habit of legitimately meal planning and sticking to that meal plan. I usually plan out solely my dinners. Only my dinners, it just so I have an idea of what's cooking, what I'm feeding my husband, whatever. But for these meal plans that I'm planning out, I'm planning breakfast, lunch, and dinner all week long, all at once. So it's gonna be a challenge, but I'm really looking forward to it. Play the piano has made it back on this list simply because it had been brought to my attention by a friend that doing something creative that isn't YouTube usually is something that gets you fired up. And I'm very fired up about music right now because I'm rewatching Smash, the TV show, and I love it. And it makes me want to go sit at the piano and play and sing. So I'm going to do my best to actually go do that. I wrote down do something fun. I don't know what that looks like, but I really wanted something else to write down. So do something fun. In your opinion, comment down below, what should do something fun mean? And then of course we have date night because that is a non-negotiable that happens every single week. I kept my daily action items really, really simple, really basic, but very specifically geared towards the goals that I have this month. Number one priority is winning that diet bet, remember? Therefore, the goals that I'm doing every single day. Hitting my calorie goal, working out, reading, because I like reading, drinking 1 gallon of water, and I reintroduced the goal of showing up as the dream version of myself because basically the dream version of myself would kill this month. Like, nail this month, lose the weight, crank out the YouTube content, and basically the goals that I have established for this month already encourage me to show up as that woman. So that just kind of gives me the reaffirmation, the reiteration of the goal, the extra box to check to say, yes, I showed up the best that I could for myself today. So that's what the dream self means to me this month. And those are my goals for the month of September. I am so excited to see what happens this September. And like I said, if you want to follow along with all the stuff that I'm doing, just hit that subscribe button because this on YouTube is where all of the amazing stuff is going to be. And I really, really hope for my sake, for my own personal selfish sake, I really, really hope that I pull this off because it'll be amazing if I do. Do you guys have any specific goals you are working towards this month? Lay them in the comments below so I can help encourage you along your journey this month as well. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up as it really helps me out. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.